Thanks, Joshie. So we have the same thing for breakfast nearly every day. We have baby porridge and it's getting a little bit boring, so I thought we'd try something new today. So we tried chia seed and coconut pudding on toast with some fruit. So it was just coconut milk and a bit of the coconut cream, and then I added in some oat milk. You can obviously use normal milk, but I only had semi-skimmed. I added in some yogurt and whisked it all together. Then added in a 1/4 cup of chia seeds and whisked it all up again. We use chia seeds for so much, they're so great. It went in the fridge overnight, so you do need to prepare this ahead of time, but it takes like 1 minute, so I just prepared it before I went to bed. In the morning I got it out and just gave it a stir, and it was nice and thick, so I put it on some toast and served it with some fruit. So Josh has been going through a phase where he's been refusing to use his own spoon and just throws it on the floor unless I spoon feed it to him, but he's starting to use it again now. So we did a bit of a mixture. He was fine eating the toast with his hands, although a lot of the strawberries did fall off. And then I just passed him the spoon with some of the chia yogurt stuff on it. You know he enjoys something if he chats away while he's eating. So the fruit I've added was just some frozen strawberries that I defrosted, chopped them up, and I put them on top of the bread. And then I also peeled a peach and chopped that up as well. That's one of his favourites. He has that in his porridge most days. Well, we made a big mess, but I think that was a successful breakfast, wasn't it? You want this bit of peach? Did you like it? You ate nearly all of it. Yes. Yes, you did. So for lunch today we had tomato and cheese quinoa balls. I thought they were delicious. I ended up stealing quite a lot of his food. So I cooked some onions, garlic and tomato in a pan, and then added some tomato passata and some 0 salt chicken stock. Added some quinoa and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. And then the best part, the cheese. Added some basil and then some egg. We're trying out egg again. And I did add some breadcrumbs as well to thicken them up so they could be rolled into balls. Then they went in the oven for about 20 minutes. We had a picnic outside for our lunch today, so I added in some cucumber sticks and some chopped up tomatoes. He wasn't sure about these at first. He's much better at eating like wet foods with the sauce than he is something dry that he can eat with his hands. So he wasn't sure at first, started banging it on the floor, but then he got into it and he seemed to enjoy it. I did help him a bit eat some of the chopped up tomatoes because I had chopped them up quite small, and he did have a good go at using his pincer grip to pick them up, but he did keep dropping them, so I helped him a bit with that. And he had a nice chomp on the cucumber, he loved that. He doesn't really eat much of it, but he loves just sort of sucking on it and chewing with his gums on it. I know! So today for dinner we had black bean and chickpea burgers. It was just some pepper and garlic and onion with some smoked paprika, and then we mashed up some black beans and chickpeas. It was kind of stupid of me to use the rolling pin. I actually ended up using the potato masher and it was much better. Then we added 2 eggs, some breadcrumbs and some tomato passata. We mixed it all up and made some little patties, and then we barbecued them. And by we, I mean my fiance. We steamed some green beans and some butternut squash in the steamer and served it with the burgers. I also made like a homemade tomatoey sauce because he just doesn't really like eating dry food. And let's face it, you don't have burgers without ketchup. I also cut the burgers into strips so they were easier for him to eat and to hold, although he did end up just sort of playing with it and mushing it. And it just ended up in a bit of a mush on his plate, which he was quite happy to eat that way. And that's the whole day. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And subscribe if you'd like to see this cutie pie again.